From the city beautiful Chicago, Illinois, WGN Sports presents White Sox baseball. It's Paul Konerko, Alex Rios, Adam Dunn and the Sox as they get set to butt heads with Hideki Matsui, Gio Gonzalez, and the Oakland Athletics. Hi, everybody, and welcome. With Steve Stone, I'm Ken Harrelson as we get set to bring you Game 3 of this four-game set. In the first two, they have split them. Sox won the opener 9-4 behind Mark Burley. Then last night, we had a 5-3 lead, top of the ninth inning, 2 out, nobody on, 0-2 the count to Josh Willingham. He got walked, and that started off a 4-run ninth for them. They won it 7-5. In this game, you've got to have a short memory, and that's what we have to have tonight with Johnny Danks.
John Danks is 1-8, but he does have a short memory, and last time out, he was absolutely brilliant. So looking for his first win, he got it. Tonight, he's looking for his second win. And when you look at his numbers, they don't compare with Gio Gonzalez. However, against the Athletics, he's 4-1 lifetime. Gio Gonzalez has been terrific this year. He's 5-4, his ERA in the mid-2s. However, against the Sox, he's 0-3, his ERA in the mid-6s. So you got two left-handers. They're both young. They're both very talented. And this would be the win that we're looking for right here tonight. Then get one tomorrow and get the Athletics out of town.
All right, it's not who you play, but when you play them. So sit back, relax, and strap it down. White Sox baseball coming your way. Chicago White Sox baseball is brought to you by Miller Lite Vortex Bottle. Taste greatness. By the Illinois Lottery. How does $1,000 a week every week for the rest of your life sound? Then play Cash for Life instant games from the Illinois Lottery. The longer you live, the more you get. And by Ford. The newest vehicles on the road are now at your local Ford store, like the all-new Ford Explorer SUV, 100% reinvented. Visit localfordstores.com. Ford. Drive one.
brought to you by Xfinity, only from Comcast. So Cleveland has already lost their ball game. Sox just 5 games out of first. Detroit just a half a game out of first. So a chance to pick up some ground here tonight. And we'll take a look at how the new skipper, Bob Melvin, is going to line up his Oakland Athletics. Crisp leads off, and Pennington, who had a great night last night, Matsui, Willingham, Jackson in right field with Sizemore, another great night last night. Suzuki, Barton, and Weeks rounded out. The defense and how they'll line up behind John Danks. Brent Lillibridge, yes, that's easy for me to say. Brent Lillibridge gets the job in left field, and it's Rios and Quinton in the infield. Morel, Ramirez, Beckham, and Canerco. Ramon Castro doing the duties behind the plate tonight. And Johnny Danks looking for win number 2, his 13th start. Last time out, he was absolutely brilliant. That changeup was right where it had to be. He threw the cutter inside to the right-handers and pretty much in control all game long. The umpires tonight, Ed Hickok's behind the plate. Ed Rapuano is at first. Brian Honore is at second. Alfonso Marquez, who had a good night behind the plate last night, is at third tonight. So it's 57 degrees at game time. There was some rain this morning, but no rain expected tonight, nor is there any tomorrow. We're throwing the ball around the infield, and we're ready to play baseball. And I'm ready to turn it over to my play-by-play partner, Hawk Harrelson.
All right, Stone Pony, thank you. And once again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to White Sox baseball right here for WGN Sports. So happy you could join us for Game 3 of this 4-game series. And Game 9 of this 10-game homestand. We come in at 4-4. So here we go. Coco Crisp, one of 3 switch hitters in this lineup, will lead it off. Comes in hitting at .254, and Danks ready with the first pitch of the ball game. Taking first strike. A's hitting at .240 as a club with a 3.35 ERA. And that's just off the corner.
Crisp had 1 right-handed at bat last night. Came against Chris Sale, and he got a base hit to left field.
He just scalded it. That was a screaming Mimi hit out there. As the count now 1-2. Just 3 for 13 lifetime off Danks. And that's going to be a souvenir right side.
The first changeup that John threw was a very good one. And if he keeps it down there, then eventually that cutter in on the hands of the right-hand hitter is going to produce a lot of ground balls to the left side.
A's come into 14-22 on the road. That comeback they had in the 9th inning last night, in case you missed it. Sox were leading 5-3, top of the 9th, 2 out, nobody on. 0-2 the count to Josh Willingham, and they scored 4 runs. They won it 7-5. 2-2 the count. He gone.
Another good changeup, kept it out away from Crisp, who looked back to Ed Hickox asking if it was a strike. The answer was yes after you swung at it, but that actually was in the zone, a pretty good pitch.
So here's Pennington. And here at beautiful US Cellular Field, 330 down the left field line, 335 down the right field line, 375 in the gaps, and 400 straightaway center. That's down low. Pennington 4 for 8 in the series. And lifetime against Danks is 1 for 3.
Pennington hit the ball very hard last night.
He's been swinging the bat very well for a while, for about 28 games now.
Well, a switch hitting shortstop and a guy with a rocket arm is pretty valuable. And he is that.
No walks. We've had a bad experience lately with walks.
You're not kidding.
Come back and get it. There's one. Pennington hitting .327 over his last 28 games. Pops it up. Good job by Danks coming back from the 3-0 count. And that's out number 2. This is the 9th meeting of the year between these two clubs. In the first 8, we have split them. But here in our ballpark, we have lost 3 games to the A's like we did last night in the 9th inning.
Yeah, that's terribly disappointing. But one of the great things about this game is until the final day, there's always a tomorrow. That is today. And John Danks has a chance to put together a 2-game winning streak with a good effort tonight.
And that's why you got to have a short memory in this game. As here's Matsui, 4 for 8 with a homer and 3 RBIs in the series. Matsui, 2 for 10 lifetime off Johnny. And of the 2 hits, one of them stayed in the park. And that's going to be not playable. The souvenir left side. So the count 1-2. They snapped that season-high 10-game losing streak last night.
Burrell playing Matsui way off the line. Ramirez playing him almost up the middle. Pan around, we show you the defense, the outfield defense straight away, but on ground balls, Matsui normally pulls them.
And once again, the 1-2. He gone. 1-2-3. Couple strikeouts after a half inning of play as the Athletics nothing, and the good guys coming to bat.
Indiana BMW dealings. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Lillibridge leading it off tonight with Ramirez hitting second. Then it's Quinton, Paul Konerko, who's been red hot. Rios, Dunn the DH, Castro, Beckham, and Morel. The defense and now the lineup behind Gonzalez. Willingham, Crisp, and Jackson left to right. Sizemore, Pennington, Weeks, and Barton. Kurt Suzuki in his familiar place behind the plate. And Gio Gonzalez, who's having a banner year, the ERA 2.62. This is his 13th start. Twice he was a member of the White Sox organization.
And before we show you our picks to click, you at home select yours as the first pitch to Lillibridge, taken outside. Gonzalez, last year 15-9 for this ball club.
He's got a fastball that he can run up there at times 95, 96 miles an hour, but his curveball is his best pitch.
And he's going to be working a lot more, we understand, on his changeup tonight.
That is a work in progress, but to use that effectively, really have to get ahead of the hitters, and he's fallen behind Lillibridge.
There's a strike. Sox come in hitting at 258 with a 4.13 team ERA. Chases the bad one. And the count 2-2.
Gonzalez has 70 strikeouts, 33 walks, and 75 2/3 innings. Only given up 5 home runs this year.
That got Suzuki there. Oh, I know. He got Lillibridge and Suzuki.
It got them both. And I think it got Suzuki a little bit worse.
Add 2, double hit.
It gets Lillibridge and then, oh, not a real good place to get hit.
Now, Ed Hickok saying, no, Brandon, didn't get you. It got the catcher.
Well, it definitely got Suzuki because he's still bending over. Game of adjustment, Huck. Let's watch it again. Looks like it might have bounded off his right foot. But Suzuki not concerned about that right now. Ozzie still wants to know from Ed Hickox how he thought that ball did not hit Lillibridge. How could it possibly redirected right into the pathway of the lower part of Suzuki's anatomy?
Well, it's a tough call. Rapuano at first base holding his palms up saying, I didn't see it. Which he couldn't, if it hit him on the foot or whatever. He could only guess. Meanwhile, a full count. All over, just underneath it.
Let's take a closer look.
Got it right on top of the foot.
It absolutely did, and that's the only way it could redirect and hit Suzuki.
So he gets him.
That was 96. Nothing wrong with the fastball of Gio Gonzalez. Take another look at it. 96 right there. That's going to get a few people.
So here's Alexei hitting at 296. 6 homers. He's driven in 33. And a count 2-0. Alexei 3 for 9 in the series, and lifetime against Gio, he is 2 for 9.
Well, Brent knows he got hit, but has a strikeout to show for it.
Outfield, for the most part, straight up, about equidistant and spread out. 2-1 delivery. Change up.
Alexei leads the American League shortstop with 16 doubles, which is very good. Also ranks second in hits with 75.
So a full count.
Take a look at where number 5 appears. At half of the bottom part of the strike zone.
And that is flipped into right field. And that's going foul and not playable. So 1 out, full count to Alexei here in the bottom of the first. No score if you're just tuning in.
Over the last month plus, covering 31 games, you see the numbers of Alexei. I think close to 350. He's really started to heat it up.
And that's ball 4. So with 1 on, 1 out, let's check out our picks to click. Jim Angio, our director and crew, they went with Adam Dunn. Stone Pony's going with Carlos Quentin. And Jim and Kathy Canatero and Tracy and Cindy Williams and I, we're going to go with Paul Konerko, who was 0 for 9 lifetime off Gio.
But he's got a streak of 9 consecutive games with an extra base hit. Like his chances tonight to extend that streak.
So here's Quentin on a 12-game hitting streak. Comes in hitting at .274, 17 homers and 46 knocked in. He is 5 for 9. That's the reason Stone Pony took him. 5 for 9 with a homer.
Absolutely. I'm so far back, I can't even tell what color you're wearing.
Starts him off with a changeup.
He's working himself into a high pitch count inning.
Chases a real bad one right there, and the count 1-1.
The ball is good, 8 inches off the plate.
Curveball. That's not close. So 2-1 with Paulie on deck.
Well, Gonzalez is just shaking his head because he knows he does not have the feel for the curveball yet. He's thrown a few of them. Hasn't been close. He's going to go with the fastball away.
Caught and doubled up. So that'll do it. After 1, no score. It'll be Willingham, Jackson, and Sizemore here in the top of the 2nd inning. No score. Willingham comes in at .234, 10 homers, 40 knocked in. Takes ball 1.
He is by far their #1 run producer.
And that's foul with a broken bat.
I'd like to send along best wishes and congratulations to Rich Velman, Martha, his wife, and his family. The 40th anniversary of R.J. Grutz. I was there yesterday. $1.50 hamburgers. You cannot beat $1.50 hamburger.
If you say so, because you are a hamburger connoisseur.
Indeed. And I really like the $1.50 price tag. But I got a feeling it's going up starting today.
Stone Pony loves his hamburger.
Ooh.
Wow.
Terrific.
You and Wimpy.
Well, he had good taste. But he liked pierogies a lot.
Yeah, he did.
And Golumpkis.
Yep.
They're a little hard on my system. Pierogies I can deal with.
3-1. So a full count.
Connor Jackson in the on-deck circle.
Change up, not even close.
Here's our high-def shot of the game. And it is that vicious line drive right back at Gonzalez to the glove side, turns it into a double play. Chicago White Sox baseball in high definition is brought to you by Xfinity, only from Comcast.
Well, he's in pretty good position to make that play. And that's very important as a dreaded leadoff walk. And here's Connor Jackson hitting at 257, a homer. He's driven in 16, takes ball 1.
And here comes Castro out to the mound. Connor Jackson, number 1 draft pick of the Diamondbacks, same year that Carlos Quentin was the second number 1 pick they had. And Jackson got a very bad case of valley fever, and it did set him back. Now trying to resurrect, which at one point looked like a spectacular career. And he's doing it with Oakland. You can see what he's done against lefties, which is why he is there.
Hit softly into left field. Lily Bridge, and that's out number 1.
Sizemore had a big night last night.
He looked like a champ last night. When he got that bases clearing double, top of the 9th, on a 1-0 fastball, you knew that pitch was going to be hit hard. And indeed it was. Cues it. Paulie, return. Rack him up. And that'll retire the side after an inning and a half, no score. Stats and information. Now log on to www.wgntv.com and enter the game zone, brought to you by all the great folks and the great pizza at Connie's Pizza. You can park at Connie's on Archer Avenue and take the free shuttle to each game, so call 312 Connie's for more information. So here's Paulie. Comes in hitting at .321, 16 homers and 51 driven in. Paulie 4 for 9 in the series with a couple of homers and 4 RBIs. But as I mentioned last inning, 0 for 9 lifetime off Gio. Takes that fastball. And that's a souvenir right side. He missed that home run last night. He got us off. First pitch you saw from Graham Godfrey. First ball, Godfrey. First inning. 2-run shot. Curveball misses.
Godfrey last night went on to have a decent enough outing, but early he was throwing nothing but fastballs, and that wasn't going to get it. Then he went to the breaking ball, and it seemed to work out okay.
Out and around that one. A little soft two-hopper. Size more. So 1 out. Paulie. The new franchise record, 9 consecutive games with an extra base hit. So here's Rios. He's 4 for 9 in the series. And now make it 5 for 10. Alex, a couple of days ago they got him to raise his hands up from being down so low where he's been all year, and he's now 5 for 10.
And he's hitting the ball where he should be, taking it right back up the middle. I don't believe he's going to ever be a right center field hitter, but if he thinks about the middle of the diamond, things will work out well. And he's getting hotter.
So here's Dunn. Adam hitting it 180. 6 homers. He's driven in 26. Curveball. Adam 2 for 6 in this series with a homer and 3 RBIs. And he's got the catbird seat, 2-0.
Well, now he's put in a position where Gonzalez has missed with the curveball twice. Pretty much you'd have to be looking for a fastball. It's probably going to be middle out. He's going to go in with it.
And he gets it in there and it's fouled away. Adam. 360 home runs. One behind Joe. 73rd place all time. So the big man who has hit at least 38 homers in 7 straight seasons. Gets that one off his body. And the count evens at 2.
Gonzalez threw the fastball right in on Dunn's hand. Then he fouled it right off his foot, it looked like.
Curveball misses, so full count. Got a little modified shift on. And the payoff. And that's ball 4. So the second walk issued by Gio. Adam came in tied for 9th in the league with 37 walks. And here's Ramon Castro hitting at 216. A couple of homers. He's driven in 6.
And over the course of Gonzalez's career, even though he's had a lot of success, last year and early portions here. He's just 0-3, 6.45 ERA against the Sox.
Curveball. And the count 1-0. Ramon is 1 for 6 lifetime off Gonzalez.
There you look at the numbers. This is his 5th start, and right now he does not have the feel for the curveball.
There's a shot. Can't get him. Good job by Alex at second, not to get doubled up. Meanwhile, 2 down. That's a hang whoop'em for Castro.
He did what you want to do with that fastball away. He took it to the right side, but Weeks is right there. And they can't turn 2.
So here's Beckham. Gordon hitting at .239, 6 homers and 21 knocked in.
That's the first real good one he's thrown tonight. And when he gets a feel for that curveball, it's really tough to hit. He basically is a 2-pitch pitcher.
Another one and another strike. Oh, and 2 the count, 2 out, 2 on. High and wide. And that got him. And we'll load him up for Brent Morel.
Gio, after throwing 2 real good curveballs in this at bat, throws another one. And it hits right off Gordon's right foot. A chance to break through here in the second.
Morel hitting at .259 with a homer and 13 knocked in. In his last 23 games, hitting at .333. Ball hit hard. Weeks has got him. Jamal Weeks over to Barton, and that'll retire the side. We'll go to the third, still scoreless. No score, top of the third inning. Kurt Suzuki, Derek Barton, and Jamal Weeks. Out of Orlando, Florida. Jamal.
He looks like he's got a chance to be a pretty good one.
He's a good player right now.
Yes, he is. He's had a nice series.
I like his energy. We'll see him in a couple of hitters. That's the count 1-1 to Suzuki.
Johnny Danks has got to get their catcher, Kurt Suzuki, because the next guy coming up has been their best hitter against John Danks.
Good pitch, did not get it.
You can take a look where the 4 appears. Close, not there. Good call.
And the 2-2. Change up, had him off balance and out in front. Got in on him. Lillibridge making the call. So 1 out, and here's Barton. Barton 1 for 4 in the series, 5 for 11 lifetime off Danks. Comes in hitting at .218, 4 homers and 17 knocked in.
He can't really secure an everyday spot in this athletic team. Simple reason that he doesn't have much power at a power position, first base.
Well, this whole club doesn't have much power.
Nope.
At any positions, with the exception of Willingham. There's the strike.
The Oakland team still is leading the league in pitchers' ERAs.
I believe they're tied, aren't they, with Seattle?
They are tied for first.
And a count 2-2.
Tonight for Seattle, I believe, is Michael Pineda. And he got off to a rough start. Those Tigers winning 3-0.
And the 2-2. So the second walk issued by Danks. I wish I'd had Ed Hickox umpiring behind every game I played in the big leagues.
You could forget about the inside and look away. Look away, Dixieland.
He is definitely a hitter's umpire. So here's Weeks, a good-looking player. And he should be, being a #1 draft, as he takes first pitch strike. Since being called up, he's 6 for 15, 3 for 8 in this series. Switch hitting second baseman with some great credentials.
And some pretty good speed. And a good glove.
He can run. As the count moves to 1-1. Yes, sir. This young man is a very good looking player. Hits that one foul and hard. And you and 9 friends could score tickets to a White Sox game as they take on the Cubs here at USA Field. You could also get a chance to throw out the first pitch for a chance at $1 million. So for your chance to win another great White Sox prizes, go to tastepoints.com. Tastepoints.com. Ate him up right there. Pauley's got him. Ate him up. Doc Edwards shot. Two down.
He had the same situation, same type of fastball last night against Matt Thornton and did the same thing. A little pop up to Pauley.
So here's Crisp. Struck out on a changeup. A good changeup. Pitching matchups in that Mariner-Tiger game. Pineda and Scherzer. And that'll retire the side. We go to the bottom of the third. Still goose egg. Here in the bottom of the third. Brent was hit right on top of the foot with a pitch. The curveball. Ed Hickox, on plate umpire, did not see it, did not call it. And then he later struck out. He starts him off with a changeup.
In a good place for it. It was out of the zone. He's working on that changeup. It's at 82. You go with a fastball that's at 94, 95. That's a good variance.
That ball hit right at Connor Jackson. So that's a hang Wolfen. One out. I want to sound a big White Sox hello. How you doing? To Mo and Josh Schreck. Mo and Josh Schreck watching out in Phoenix. Josh,
is it hot there?
I don't know. Mo and Josh, why don't you? There's a base hit. by Alexi. I have to get Mo and Josh to text Debbie, see if it's hot out there.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Merrill.
Pretty sure about this time it's getting a little toasty.
You should know.
Yes. Well, Larry calls occasionally. Lets me know from his perspective, which is very short, how the weather is.
Which paw does he use to?
He's got a huge keyboard.
Oh, okay.
Huge.
Here's Quentin. He lined into a 1-3 double play. That's low.
Nice job by Kurt Suzuki as he makes sure that Alexi doesn't move up. Now he wants to talk with Gonzalez. And apparently it was a balk.
Yep.
He's playing to him. I don't think he hesitated. That might have been it. The 1 second pause, but
that's his first balk.
I think it's the fact that he wasn't in a set position for a second.
Well, guys that work fast and do the same thing over and over and over, they usually allow him to do it. Curveball. Called it immediately, did Ed Rapuano, the crew chief.
Talked about bobbing his hands after coming set. And if you don't do that all the time and the umpire knows you do that, if you do it, then he sees something unusual and he calls the balk.
Well, if you're a shaker out there, like a lot of guys will shake it down, they'll let you do it.
Louis Tiant.
Oh,
shake it all the way down from
all
the top
the way
of his
down.
head.
The ball is striking out here in the bottom of the third. He's had two good pitches to hit underneath both of them. And you can join the Shy Sox mobile group today by texting Paul. That's P-A-U-L to 244-769 for a chance to win an autograph. Paul Canerico bat. Now text Paul to Shy Sox 244-769 to be entered to win. Curveball down, and the count evens at 2 with Paul on deck.
The arms in the outfield are okay all the way around. I believe, however, Jeff Cox, given the opportunity, is going to run on this entire outfield.
And a full count. I mentioned Quentin on a 12-game hitting streak.
During that streak, Carlos been hitting the ball out of the park, been driving in runs, and hitting a robust .350.
Payoff. Also leading the league in hit by pitch. 13 times he's been hit. Leading the league in extra base hits with 37.
Well, this thing matches up that he's going to probably plunk Carlos somewhere tonight, as Gonzalez has 6 hit batsmen already and 1 tonight that wasn't called.
And that's ball 4. So 1 out, 2 on. Third walk issued by Gio. Well, he's going to hit a lot of guys with that curveball. A lot of right-handed hitters. And here's Pauly. Paulie went out and around a fastball to ground out to Sizemore at third. Paulie is second. His RBIs with 51 in the league. And looking to pick up a few more.
Well, he's got the outfield straight away. Weeks was playing up the middle. Now he has a talk with Pennington on who they want to chase back Ramirez, depending on how Gonzalez is going to pitch Paul. Looks like Weeks for the moment.
And takes down low. Started him off with a changeup. Couldn't pull the trigger on it. And the count 1-1. Only 0 for 10 lifetime off this left-hander.
He's knocked on the door on 50 pitches, and he's only got one out here in the third.
That curveball. Advantage Konerko with Rios on deck.
Gio to this point is throwing a shutout, but he does not have good stuff.
So they say he's been in and out this.
Yeah,
lately.
He's been good. I mean, the ERA is very good, but tonight this is time to take advantage of.
2-2 the count. Now the breaking ball. Gio hot it himself, so he cannot get it over. And a full count with one down. Alexi at second and Quentin at first.
You run him?
I wouldn't. You can see what Ozzie would do. I would not. Alex has been swinging the bat well. If Alex had not been swinging about well, I would. Let's see what Ozzie wants to do. There they go. And they're both safe. So Suzuki chose to go to second. So the double steal. And now let's see what they're going to do with Rios at the plate and Dunn on deck.
Well, Suzuki went after the right guy, but could not get it there in time on the one hop throw and two stolen bases.
Rios has singled back up the middle. He is 5 for 10 in the series. First base open with 2 out. There was this setup 4 days ago, and now they're going to come out and have a little chit chat with him about first base being open, and Rios 5 for 10 in the series and first base open.
Yeah, I'm thinking you put him on first, but.
And then this on a shot is right is when he started this series. And this shot on the right of him is the series opener here against the A's. He set out a couple of days and they worked with him. You see that shot on the left now, that left arm, that's what they call close to being a dead bar arm. And when you get that bar arm, it really, your timing has to be absolutely perfect. Now he's got a little more flexibility on the shot on the right with that bent left elbow. So here's the 1-0. Ball gets away. Here comes Alexei. Safe. See, that's why if you go put him on, if you go put him on,
yeah. And
we'll take it.
Can't trust a guy to pitch around him with that kind of a curveball. That's the 5th wild pitch by Gonzalez this year. It's 1-0. Suzuki does whatever he can, but this ball always spins back in the opposite direction. So instead of in to the hitter, it bounds away. Close play at the plate, but he doesn't hold on to the baseball, so it's a moot point.
That's that old saying, don't walk him, but don't give him anything good to hit. If you go put him on, put him on. All the manager's got to do is hold up 4 fingers. Meanwhile, the count 2-1. Make him pay, Alex. And the count 3-1. A gift right there. Which could manifest itself into 2.
Well, now they are going to put him on.
Yeah, that's just a gift we got from him. I tell you, we had that same situation in Cleveland when Tommy was with the Indians. Bobby Howard on the mound in a big ball game. It was a huge ball game. First base was open, middle, second, third. Ball 1 high and away. Ball 2 coming. Tommy hits it out of the ballpark to left center field. After the game, the manager of our club says, well, Howard didn't do what he was supposed to do. He was supposed to pitch around it.
Yeah, that works well. if a lot of these guys had command of every pitch they throw in every situation, there wouldn't be many base hits.
Oh, and 1. Adam, who walked his first trip, didn't get it. And the count 1-1.
Now Weeks is way back on the grass in right field as Pennington slides on the first base side of second.
On the pitch, curveball way low and away. Oh, he got a good pitch hit right there, being down 1-2 and out of the way.
Gonzalez tried to sneak a fastball by him. I would think a curveball would be forthcoming.
Two and a reminder, the Sox and Cubs rivalry continues as the winner of the series takes home the BP Crosstown Cup. White Sox versus Cubs here at U.S. Cellular Field, June 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Two on, two out. 2 balls, 2 strikes here in the bottom of the third. Curveball.
That's 63 pitches. Gottfried went 4 1/3 last night. They used Wirtz, Devine, Balfour, and Bailey out of their bullpen. And for them, it turned into a late rally and a win.
And that's a line drive to first base, broken bat, but we get a gift run. They give us a run, we'll take it, and we'll go to the 4th.
Lottery, Mega Millions, and Powerball. Tuesday's Mega Millions jackpot is worth $42 million. Tonight's Powerball jackpot is worth $20 million. A paltry sum. Why? Let it get up there a bit. I'm going to let you build the pot a bit.
That's what I am. I'm a field filler and a pot builder.
Before I jump in with both feet.
Harris, my wife gets on me about that. I bet you over the years. Oh, I'm not going to go into there. Anyway, it's 1-0 good guys. Pennington takes ball one. He popped up to Alexei. And the count 1-1.
Little missed falling at the ballpark.
Probably couldn't get there. So that's just a seeing eye base hit. Meanwhile, they got the leadoff man aboard.
Even if Beckham comes up with this, he's not going to be able to throw out Pennington. This ball hit to Gordon's left, and at the last instant, off the glove.
So here's Matsui. Struck out. Good breaking ball from Danks. Matsui, 4 homers, 23 knocked in, and 3 of his 4 home runs this year have come off southpaws. He is just 3 home runs away from 500 if you count Japan. 332 in the Japanese leagues and 165 in our major leagues. There he goes. No chance. Got a running jump. So he picks up his 6th stolen base in 11 attempts.
And Pennington was going on first move. No chance at all for Ramon, regardless of where that throw was. Cliff Pennington gets a tremendous jump.
Matsui has hit us well this year, though. He's 10 for 25 against us with 2 home runs. And the count 2-1.
Last night we talked about his clutch ability. The fact that he'll get the hits that really hurt you.
He's the poster child, especially when he was in that Yankee uniform, for don't tell me what you hit, tell me when you hit it. That is popped up. Alexei. So he cannot get him over. 1 out. Yes, sir. He was the guy in that Yankee lineup that you did not want to see come to the plate in the bottom of the 9th in a close ball game. And it was like when that 77, 78, 79 Yankee team, they had some good players. Reggie was on that club, but Reggie was not the guy. It was in the 7th, 8th, and the 9th innings. It was Thurman Munson and Lou Piniella you didn't want to see come to the plate because they were going to beat you.
My old roomie at Kent State University, the late Thurman Munson, still believe he would have gone on to play well enough to wind up in the Hall of Fame had he lived and played to what his career was at the time.
Well, I look at guys in different ways probably than a lot of people. Thurman Munson was one of the greatest competitors in any sport that ever lived. He was a competitor.
Well, he could do everything. He was All-State in football, basketball, and baseball, and then Yankees' #1 draft pick. We used to play pool all the time. Still have a lot of his money.
Oh.
Yeah, I beat him 25 straight times, but he knew on the 26th he would beat me. That honestly,
what he was.
That's the kind of guy he was.
That ball in the left field. Here's the throw. Here's the throw. No.
Got to have the ball first, and Ramon went back for the tag. Didn't know he didn't have the ball, and the trailer, Willingham, goes to second base.
So it's a 1-1 tie.
It's RBI number 41 for Willingham. That throw off the mark. And Ramon does know where the baseball is to start with. Before he finds it, Willingham into scoring position.
So here's Jackson. He went out to Lillibridge. Totals on the board identical at 1, 2, and 0. Wow. They're going to give him an error. Ramon. Bad. Can't give him an error on that.
I wouldn't think so, because even if he catches it, he's not going to get him at the plate. And if he catches it and tries to tag him, Willingham's going to go to second base anyway because of the arc of the throw.
No, that's just he takes second on the throw, period. No error, too. Even though he hesitated. Anyway, the count 0-2. Jackson. Tried to ace him inside, and the count 1-2. Red Sox thump Toronto 16-4. I guess we upset them a little bit going in there and sweeping them. Since then, they have been putting points on that board.
And an 8-game winning streak since we left Boston.
2-2. Change up. He was way ahead. Now Jackson back in the at bat. That is cued and going foul. Take him right here. He gone.
That pitch way out of the strike zone. A cutter from John Danks. And he's down on strikes. Look where this one shows up. That was the most inside of all the inside pitches. And Connor Jackson just swung through it.
That'll bring up Scott Sizemore, hit into a 3-6-3 double play in the second inning. On a shout out we gave to Mo and Josh in Phoenix watching in. Mo calls back to Deb Merrill and said they're out by the pool watching the game. It's 100 degrees.
But that's a comfortable 100 degrees.
What hurts?
It's only 520 there.
And the count 0-2. Popped up. Paulie with the RBI single by Willingham knocks in his 41st run, and we are tied at 1. Cubs and win the chance to deliver the starting lineup card during the Sox Cup Series at U.S. Cellular Field June 20th, 21st, and 22nd. So look in your June 19th Sunday Chicago Tribune for more details. That'd be exciting. Did you ever take the lineup card up to home plate?
I never did.
Ramon Castro.
And the mist still falling, but really a non-factor in the game.
Lays off the curveball. Two and one to count. Ramon hit a line shot right to Jamal Weeks at second. Could not lay off that one, and the count evens at 2.
Gonzalez, not a big man. He's 6 feet tall. Probably checking in now about 210.
The ball hit deep. Way back. Willingham looks up. You can put it on the board. Yes. Yes. Curveball. It's all good.
Third home run. 7th driven in. And for Gonzalez, the 6th he's given up this year. So Ramon gets a roller and takes it out of the yard. You know, to look at this one, this is not a sharp breaking ball and kind of hangs right over the middle of the plate.
Now that's the kind of curveball I like.
Yeah, there's a lot of hitters that like that one.
Here's Beckham. He was hit by a curveball in the foot. And of course, with that home run by Ramon, Alex Nellius family will donate $100 to White Sox charities for every Sox homer hit throughout the course of the season. That is number 70. So $7,000 donated by Alex Nellius in loving memory of Ursula. Well, Alex Nellius, that man's donated, let me see, I think right at $300,000 to White Sox charities over the years.
Pretty good.
Fouls it back. And the count 2-1. Get out of here. It will. Right on top of the dugout.
Here's the man who untied it, Ramon Castro.
Gordon starts his swing. He's got that little flip with the hands right at the top. It causes him just to be a shade tardy on some good fastballs to hit. Full count. A little cocking action. He's either got to take it out or start it earlier. Payoff. That's into left field. Willingham. And it's out number 1, and that'll bring up Brent Morrell, who hit the ball hard, but he hit it right to Jamal Weeks. Watch him. Watch him. Right. Let it go. Right there. He just rolled. He flips his hand back. Makes the swing just a hair longer. One and 0. Count evens at 1.
Suzuki went out to talk with Gonzalez as that ball was hit into left field. And he liked what he saw of that first pitch changeup, even though it was down and out of the zone. Point being, with the changeup, if you miss, you want to miss low instead of missing up in the zone, because those things get hit hard.
Out and around that one off the end of the bat, Pennington. Bad throw. So he will go to second on just a terrible throw by Cliff Pennington. It's his 7th error.
A routine play with plenty of time. Pennington gets it. Gets under the throw. That's really the risk you run when you throw everything sidearm. And he's got a very strong arm over the top. So go figure.
Let's make him pay right here. Here's Brent. Brent is 0 for 2. He struck out and lined to right field. Curveball. And the count 0-2. Outfield straight up, not equidistant, spread out. Good eye, 2-2. Two runs, 3 hits, 1 error for our guys. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for their guys. And it's full.
You watch Kurt Suzuki, he's not using any finger signals. Apparently Gio probably doesn't see all that well as far as the signals are concerned, so what he's using is taps. And he's hitting his shin guards, tapping chest protector, and see him go through it right there. No sign, but Gio knows what to throw.
And that's the 5th walk issued by Gio.
He looks at the feet of Lillibridge to see if he's moved closer to the plate. And apparently he was calling for ball 4.
So here's Alexei. He has walked and he has singled and he has scored. Two on, 1 out. Pass to Bunnett. And count 0-1. And reminder, you can lower your home electricity rate in 9 minutes or less. All you got to do is just check your Sox game card for a special promo code and visit home.constellation.com to learn what you can save. So for tickets, call 866-SOX-GAME or visit whitesox.com. Yeah, he can't find it. So Brent moves on into 3rd. Another wild pitch.
That's the 6th for Gonzalez. Suzuki able to block it. A tough pitch to handle, and then doesn't know where the ball is.
Pick him up, Alexei. Make that error hurt. Oh. And they just get him. But we pick up one on the homer by Ramon Castro. It is 2-1 Sox. The 500 texter to text Subway to 97999. So go to WGNTV.com for complete information and rules. 2-1 good guys here in the top of the fifth inning. It'll be Suzuki, Barton, and Weeks, the lower third of the Oakland order. Suzuki went out to Littlebridge and left, and Brent's going to get him again. So one pitch, and then one out. So here's Barton. He walked. Takes first pitch strike. Seattle got on the board. It is now 3-1 Detroit.
Barton came up with the St. Louis Cardinal organization. He is a gap hitter. He's been a good hitter, but they've only gotten between Barton and Jackson one home run out of their first baseman this year.
And that is into center field, left center. And that is out number 2. And a reminder, if you're looking for a flexible ticket plan for the season, the Ozzie plan, well, that includes your choice of 13 games, including the BP Crosstown Cup Series against the Cubs, also matchups against the Twins, the Yankees, and the Red Sox. So the Ozzie plan is available right now. Call 312-674-1000 or visit whitesox.com.
Well, eventually, Jamal Weeks is going to have to at least show bunt so he can bring him in at the corners. He doesn't want to bunt. He's still got a pretty good bat, and the league is still trying to figure him out. But with his speed, if he brings him into the corners, it'll be a lot easier for him to hit the ball by those guys.
Couldn't find the ears and can't get him. So he beats it out for the base hit. Oh, they're going to give him an arrow. That's a tough arrow.
Especially when you come all the way across the diamond and you're on the first base side of second. But the transfer rolls up his shoulder. He's got it here in good shape. But the transfer from glove to hand allowed him to beat the play at first.
So here's Crisp. He has struck out and hit into a 6-4 fielder's choice. The Tiger Seattle game in the bottom of the 6th inning at Comerica Park. Weeks just a decent lead. And the count 0-2 to Crisp. And Velli, Crisp.
John Danks went to the slide step just in case Weeks was thinking about trying to steal a bag.
There he goes. And that's foul. Why not? 0-2. Get the leadoff man up there. If he gets thrown out, he leads off again. Weeks stole 16 bases last year. And the count hangs at 0-2.
Pitch number 79 forthcoming for Johnny Danks.
They got him. He gone. Another perfect throw by Konerko. What knew? And that'll retire the side. We are halfway home, leading 2-1. Here, good guys on top 2-1. We got a couple of good young left-handers out on that bump.
John Danks and Gio Gonzalez matching one another almost pitch for pitch. However, we've got a 1-run lead. And Gio Gonzalez's control just hasn't been there. John with a good pickoff move to get out of that last inning.
So it'll be Quentin, Konerko, and Rios here in the bottom of the 5th. Out and around that one. Sizemore. 1 pitch, 1 out. Quentin now 0 for 2. He hit into a double play in the first inning, walked in the third, and now grounded out to Sizemore. And it'll bring up Paulie, who is grounded to Sizemore, and he was intentionally walked back in the third.
Paulie still has that 9-game extra base hit streak on the line, as well as a hitting streak.
9 consecutive games extra base hits. He was tied going into last night's game with Al Simmons, Big Al. Back in 1935, he hit in 8 consecutive, and I say hit, extra base hits in 8 consecutive games. Get through. It will.
Well, the hitting streak's alive. Not one you want to think about stretching, however.
No.
Well, Paul takes it just barely through the left side. Sizemore can't get to it. Pennington tries to get to it. He can't.
Here's Rios. He is singled back up the middle, and he was also intentionally walked. We got a gift run from him back in the third. Got men on second and third. First base open. And they were going to pitch carefully to Alex. Pitch around him. Instead of pitching around him, they threw a curveball in the dirt, got away, and Alexei scored. Then They put him on.
And got out of the inning on a broken bat little looper by Adam Dunn. But the damage was done for that inning. And that's the difference in the game.
There's a shot off the glove. So Paulie will get into second on the second hit. So Alex has 2 hits in every game in this series since raising his hands up. Yes.
This ball is a shot off Pennington's glove. Ball had to hold up. You don't want to get doubled off, taken out of the inning. And then hustled with everything he had to get to second base. There he goes.
So here's Adam. He walked his first time up.
That one also got Suzuki, and that got him good. That is one tough night behind the plate.
Well, if you just tuned in, that's the second time he's had his bell rung.
Well, that's one part of it. Take a look again.
Boink.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I tell you, we had Duke Sims. Remember Duke?
Yes, I do.
Catching in Cleveland. And he had a metal cup. Not a plastic, but a metal cup. And he got hit. Sam McDowell was pitching. And he threw probably about 104-mile-an-hour fastball, and the guy fouled it right down off that metal cup. And that metal cup was bent almost a third of the way into that baseball.
Well, that's not a comfortable situation to be in.
No, it's not. Duke was not comfortable.
No, I don't think he was comfortable. And I don't think Kurt Suzuki is very comfortable. He's walking around rather gingerly. Umpire saying, "How you doing?" He's telling him, "How do you think I'm doing?" I've been better.
You know what hurts? Been there and done that. Then you get great fielding guys on the infield. Jim Gentile, former Baltimore Slugger, was a great first baseman. Never wore a cup.
And he had real good hands.
Great hands. You better have. That curveball misses, and the count evens at 1. 2-5-2 for us, 1-2-1 for them. There's a curveball that grabs the strike, and the count 1-2. Up high, and he did not chase it. Good boy, Adam. Attaboy, it's a good check. So a full count with 1 out. And that's ball 4. That'll load him up. Good at bat right there. Took 2 real tough pitches.
6 walks from Gonzalez. He's about to deliver his 100th pitch. And he's thrown 4 1/3 innings. It's going to be another night of pensmanship in the 3rd game. The athletic career of new skipper Bob Melvin.
And here's Ramon Castro, who has hit the ball hard twice. First time up, line shot right to Jamal Weeks at second. Sacks packed. And there's what he did his second at bat, leading off last inning. Poof. Takes a strike to even the count at 1.
Bourne has never had a grand slam.
Watch out. Right off the end of the bat. So now the count, a ball and 2 strikes. You got to cinch it up and hunker down. Beckham on deck. Watch out.
The play made by Weeks, but looked like a spear heading back toward right over the Sox dugout. And hopefully everybody is okay.
Appears everybody is okay.
He cracks the bat. The head of it goes flying back in the seats. Ramon left with just a handle and a soft pop-up. There's a break. Nobody got hurt with that one.
Better believe it. Curveball. Come on, Gordon. Pick us up right here. He had a chance last inning. Men on first and third, 1 out. And Lexi hit into the double play. A good pitch to hit and fouls it away right side. Square one up. And a count 1-2.
And the bullpen is up and going for the Athletics as the pitch count has reached 106. It's Brad Ziegler, submarining right-hander.
He's going to pitch out of it. Once again, we have opportunities, can't get it done. Top of the order here in the top of the sixth for the Athletics. Crisp, Pennington, and Matsui. 2-1 White Sox. Stops that one over by the photographer's well. And Mike Gallego will make the play.
Make some friends. He flips it into the seats to a young fan.
That's hit hard. Meanwhile, 1-2. Nope. Curveball didn't work. 2-2. That's fair ball right down the line. So the leadoff double.
That's only the second hit of the series for Crisp. And Morel was off the line. John left a changeup. It looked like he left it up, out over the plate. That was supposed to be low and away.
So Pennington, he's 1 for 2 with a run scored. Also a stolen base. He just shoved a little soft ground ball just out of the reach of Konerko and just out of the reach of Beckham. That was leading off the fourth.
He's got 3 sacrifices, but he doesn't figure to be bunting here.
Fakes it, takes the ball.
A lot of movement in that infield as he looks down to Mike Gallego to see if they want to take the bunt sign off.
He didn't break it down.
They only had 12 sacrifices under Bob Garrett. Trying to take a step off that lead. Alexi went behind him, but no throw.
Morel at the cut of the grass. Paulie in on the grass. There's the bunt. Get over there, Gordon. Nice pick. Beautiful pick on a low throw.
Gordon buried his head for a moment. Chris took a wide turn, was coming down the line. And Gordon looked up, took a look at him, and realized where he was. This is a good bunt. Forcing Morel with only one play. Picked by Gordon.
So now the infield in for Matsui, who has struck out and popped to short. In his career, in situations like this, he's been a different animal. He's been in a funk lately. But against us, as I mentioned earlier, he has hit well coming into tonight. 10 for 25 against us. Takes the ball.
He's looking for something up in the strike zone. At the very least, he wants to hit a fly ball. He has 2 sacrifice flies this year.
He's had 6 in the 7 games he's played against us. He's had 6 RBIs. Quentin coming on. Dives, makes the catch. Coco may have left a little early there. I tell you what, they got to call the appeal play right there.
And he's stepping on the bag. He calls him safe. If he left early, it would have been a major mistake, because you know whoever's going to catch his ball is going to be on the ground afterward. We'll show you both angles, both players involved. He catches it,
He's good. He was good.
He was good. Scores a tying run. RBI number 24 for Big Matsui.
So here's Willingham. He has walked and knocked in a run with a single. Every time they've had an opportunity to score, they've scored.
Well, they know they're not going to hit the ball out of the ballpark, so they have to play a big variation on small ball.
A little difference than our side. In the second inning, we had men on second and the third, 1 out. And we got a run. We checked it third inning. But in the second inning, we had men on second and third with 1 out. Couldn't do anything with it. We got 1 run in the third inning, stranded 2. We stranded the bases loaded in the second. And that'll retire the side, but they tie it up, and we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers for their support of local youth baseball leagues. Through the Chevy Youth Baseball Program, the local Chevrolet dealers are supporting over 35,000 young players in their communities. From the big leagues to the youth league, Chevy is truly the official vehicle of baseball. 2-2 tie. We've had our chances. We have stranded 8. Bases loaded twice we've stranded. As the count 1-1 to Morel.
This is a night when Gio Gonzalez has been very vulnerable. We just haven't been able to throw the knockout punch to this point. It hasn't been because he hasn't opened the door.
Curve ball. So 1 out, and that'll bring up Lillibridge. The Sox fans on Wednesday, June 22nd at 7:10. Your White Sox take on the Cubs. And that game is presented by United. United proud to fly the Chicago White Sox. Tickets called 866 Sox game. Of course, that's Mark Seipel, Sparky, and Mike Corrigan, and the rest of the gang. Do a great job.
Sizemore is not in on the grass at third.
And the count 2-0. This will be pitch number 113.
Well, Brent could think about trying to hit one out of the park.
(3-0) with Alexei on deck.
And the bullpen still up and going for the Athletics.
Good speed aboard. Second walk for Grant. That's the 7th walk issued by Gio.
Normally a guy walks 7 guys, and there's at least 4 or 5 runs up there. Has not been the case tonight.
No, sir. He's stranded 3 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, 3 in the 5th. Alexei has walked, singled, and hit into a 6-3 double play. We had men on 1st and 3rd, 1 out.
Did tell you early in the game that the Yankees had shut out the Indians. Bartolo Colon on the front end of that. His record 5-3, so there's ground to be gained. And Detroit is winning by 5 in Detroit. Here you look at the standings coming in. We're 5 back. And Detroit is a halfback up to date.
There goes Grant. That ball into center field, so he'll get up and he'll get into 3rd. Picks up his 6th stolen base. Suzuki picks up his 3rd error.
Good jump by Lillibridge. Head down all the way, stolen base all the way, and he picks it up as soon as he looks, able to see that Crisp was not charging quite as hard as he probably should have. And a huge play as he goes to 3rd base, and that's going to be it for Gonzalez. Ziegler is going to come into the game. Hands him the baseball, and we'll be back after these messages. On for the 27th time. He truly is a specialist. He very rarely goes a full inning. He's had 22 innings of work, 22 hits, only 4 walks and 18 strikeouts. He throws from down under. Very tough against the right-handers. Very hittable against the left-handers. That's why he doesn't face too many of them.
So they bring the infield in for Alexei with a 1-0 count, and Lillibridge at 3rd with 1 down.
Suzuki got caught with another one.
Right-handers hitting 200 against him. Opponents overall 265.
The left-handers usually hurt him. That sweeping breaking ball that he'll throw, where he gets it low sidearm but keeps his hand on top of the baseball to get some quick rotation and movement. It's usually pretty good, pretty tough.
Yeah, it looks like an upshoot. Good pitch right there. Tailing right in on his hands. And the count 1-2.
of this mode of pitcher, Hawk, was Quisenberry as good as you've seen for the guys that are side wheelers?
Yeah, but because of his control. He had the best control of any submariner ever. There's that upshoot. He had almost as good a control as Eckersley.
Eckersley was magnificent.
Huh. Nobody had better control than Eckersley. There's that breaking ball, hit hard but foul. So the count hangs at 2-2. This is another opportunity for us. We have blown 3 big ones tonight. And a full count. Quentin on deck. Ball 4, base hit. Good job by Alexei on that 3-2 breaking ball.
That ball was well out of the zone. Alexei, realizing it was probably going to be too close to take, able to reach out and foul it off.
And that's ball 4. So a good at bat. And here comes Quentin. He's hitting to a double play in the first inning, walked in the third, and grounded to third in the fifth.
Everybody in the infield was still playing up close and then looked into the dugout and were motioned to back up. Think about the double play.
Pretty good lead. And he takes ball 1. 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for us. 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors for them. Third of this 4-game set. Finale tomorrow afternoon. And that ball is not. What a break it again. That was a perfect double play ball. Everybody's safe. We lead at 3-2, and here comes Paulie. Mercy. Yes.
Well, Oakland has the second worst defense in the American League, and we're seeing it on full display here. This is a real easy double play. I'm not sure if Ziegler knew who was going to cover on it, but he's very lucky. It's fielder's choice, run batted in, E1, on just a terrible throw.
That's a nice little gift.
No
RBI
doubt.
with a bow tie on it.
Carlos hit it. Looks to me like that's a determining factor in this game.
So here's Paulie. Paulie's 1 for 2. Don't stop now, boys.
That run charged to Gonzalez. And the book is closed on him at 5 1/3, 3 runs, 5 hits, 7 walks, and 2 strikeouts. 8 walks, including the Ramirez walk. We'll take it back to 7 walks.
I could do that, though.
Yes, he did. So the count 1-2. Come on, Paulie. Close. Ramirez at second. Quinton at first. Paulie at the plate. Rios on deck. 1 out and the 2-2 count.
Greg Breslow throwing in the bullpen.
And this should be if he comes up with it cleanly. Good turn by Weeks. That's the 3rd double play turn by Oakland. Meanwhile, we come up with a gift run again. They've given us 2 of the 3. Sox up by 1 here in the top of the 7th inning. 3-5-2 for our Sox. 2-3-3 for their A's. Corner Jackson to lead it off. He has gone out to left and then struck out swinging on a 3-2 cutter. Fouls that one back. Two and 1 to count.
Got one to hit that time. Fouled it straight back.
The 2-2. And this will be pitch number 96 coming up. for Danks. High pop up. Bridge is going to get him again. So 1 out, and that'll bring up Scott Sizemore, who was grounded out to Konerko and popped up to Konerko. That ground out was a 3-6-3 double play.
We've got one more left with Oakland tomorrow afternoon, then the off day Monday. Then it's on to face the Twins, where Justin Morneau hurt his wrist, and they don't know if he'll be able to play in that series. So the team that's really struggling, that's not good news for us. Takes a big bat if he's not able to play out of that lineup.
Tomorrow, make your plans to be with us here at the ballpark. Phil Lumber, who has just been terrific. Nothing short of terrific. All season long against Moscoso. Guillermo Moscoso. He gone. Yes. 2 down.
John on pitch number 99. Puts it in a perfect spot. Throws that fastball away from Sizemore. He swings right through it. And back-to-back excellent performances by John Danks.
So here's Suzuki. He's 0 for 2, literally and figuratively.
And a tough night for their young catcher.
Tried to backdoor him right there, and the count 1-1. He's a good one, though. Watch out.
They signed him to a long-term deal because they wanted him to be one of the building blocks of the future. Great mobility behind the plate. Last couple of years, however, that bat has somewhat deserted him.
Two and two.
So 279 and 274 in 08 and 09. It was 242 last year and in the 230s this year.
And a full count.
Derek Barton waiting in the on deck circle to see if Suzuki can keep the inning alive.
And the payoff. And caught. Nice job by Morel. And that'll do it. A 1-2-3 inning. He has retired the last 6 he's seen. He leads at 3-2, 7th inning stretch. Our guys on top 3-2. It'll be Rios, Dunn, and Castro to face Ziegler. Alex is 2 for 2 with an intentional walk, so he is now 6 for 11 in this series. Want to know the count. Tomorrow, Umber against Moscoso. Then it's on the road again.
This homestand flew by.
Yes.
This was
this whole season.
This is a long homestand.
I mean, it really has. Even though with the terrible scheduling we've had, we had 3 10-day road trips or more before the All-Star break. First time that's happened since 1986. And the bad travel we've had to do, thank goodness we've got a terrific crew with United. Sparky and Mike and the girls and everybody. But the whole thing has flown by. Usually something like that happens, it seems like it's been twice as long.
We got one trip of any duration after the All-Star break.
Yeah, that's a 10-dayer. Was it 9 games?
Right, that's right after the All-Star break.
Ziegler, nice bare hand. Nice play.
That was a very good play. Got to the ball quickly, even off some wet turf. Threw it right on the money.
Yeah, we've got a 10-day, 9-game road trip right after the All-Star break. But they're out. Ziegler's going to leave. He departs, and we'll be back.
Adam Dunn. Breslow 0-2 ERA, just over 4, on for the 29th time. And he's mostly used as a situational left-hand pitcher.
Jacks it up, takes inside. Adam 0 for 1 with a couple of walks in this game. Big hack by Canyon. Breslow in his career has done pretty well against us. 19 appearances, 2.41 ERA.
Graduated of 2002 from Yale University. Molecular biophysics and biochemistry major. The smartest guy in the stadium.
Well, he was appointed the smartest guy in baseball by one of the magazines.
That's surprising
I
when
know
you
it.
take a look at these academic credentials.
It's okay with me. I'd have voted for him.
Right, I can't even pronounce most of this stuff that he did.
That's up high, full count. Castro on deck. Ball hit hard but foul.
The Athletics bullpen up and going. It's Joey Devine. He pitched an inning in last night's game. Gave up a couple of hits but no runs.
Two down. And here comes Castro. He's 1 for 3. Cracked out his third homer, leading off the fourth inning. I'm just looking at some of our minor league affiliates. Charlotte won 6-3 last night. Diane Viciedo went 2 for 4 with a double. He has 45 RBIs, 18 doubles. Viciedo hitting at .309 to go along with those 10 homers. Alejandro Diaz has been really swinging the bat well lately. Jim Gallagher has been consistent all season long. Out of Birmingham, we got a couple of guys. Tyler Kuhn hitting at .352, a second in that league in hitting. Yes, there's another ball in the count. 3-0. Christian Marrero at .313, 9 homers, 34 knocked in. Josh Fegley, good-looking young catcher, .266, 4 homers, 32. And he got off to a horrible start. There's the strike. Brandon Short down there at .298, 7 homers and 29 knocked in. And that's ball 4. So that is the 9th walk issued by Oakland pitching. And then we have 3 runs.
Here comes Bob Melvin again. He wants to go to Joey Devine.
With Gordon Beckham at the plate. Gordon tonight is 0 for 2, is hit by a pitch. So Breslow departs. And we'll be back.
Devine comes into this one at 0-1. The ERA down there at 174 on for the 12th time. He was originally a first-round pick of the Atlanta Braves back in 2005. 27th selection overall. Lost all of 2 years to arm injuries, and he's back throwing the ball pretty hard these days.
And here's Gordon. Back through the middle into center field. So Gordon gets on the board. He's 1 for 3, and that'll bring up Morrell, who's 0 for 3. And you can organize a group outing of 20 or more for the season. Purchase a block of tickets or enhance your outing with one of 6 great party areas. Now, the more tickets you order, the more money you save. And that's the area of the Bertucci boys. They will party with you. Just call 312-674-1000 or visit whitesox.com. Took that pitch nicely.
Devine slipped off the mound. When you come into the game with as many pitchers that have been on that mound before you, sometimes on your forward foot you hit in the wrong spot and slides.
Went after a pitcher's pitch. Bad pitch to go after. Count evens at 1. Come on, Grant. Whistle up, buddy.
Going from the extreme first base side of the rubber.
Some hitters like that, other hitters don't. I hated that when that guy was on that first base side. And that's top foul.
I think it gave him a better angle to come inside on you, a better angle for the outside.
You know, it's like a fingerprint, just the perception. It looks like it. They just had. They were coming right at you. I liked it when they were on that third base side, where they had to come, you know, either over the top or sidearm a little bit.
Well, that's what Don Cooper did with John Danks. One of the reasons why he's had 2 very solid games in a row. He moved him just a little bit on the mound toward the middle.
And that's out of play. Two on, 2 out. And that ball hit to the shortstop. Jamal Weeks gets there for the 4-0 Beckham.
Gordon hurt
himself a little bit on that slide. Meanwhile, we're into the 8th, leading 3-2. First pitch misses to Derek Barton. Barton leading off here in the top of the 8th inning. Sox lead at 3-2. There's a good strike.
Looks like Jesse Crain might be throwing in the bullpen.
Line shot by Morel.
Barton, who's always hit John Danks well, continues with a 1-for-2 night. It's indeed Jesse Crain. John has moved into 107 pitch land.
So the leadoff man aboard in here is Jamal Weeks, who was 1-for-2, had an infield single and then was caught stealing.
Brown's given up just 4 hits. Walked only a pair.
There's the strike. Well, they have stranded 2 in this game, but to this point, we have stranded 11. There's a bunt. Johnny's got him. So the sacrifice 1-4. And Sox fans, what would you do? Well, now, what would you do if you had an extra $1,000 a week every week for the rest of your life? We'll play Cash for Life instant games from the Illinois Lottery. $1,000 a week for the rest of your life. You keep living, they keep giving. The longer you live, the more you get. That's a lot of golf balls. As here is Coco Crisp. He's 1-for-3. He doubled. Leading off the 6th inning.
It was a high changeup that he took right down the third base line.
Good strike. Another good one. Bounces off top of the camera. And the count quickly, 0-2.
Hit by Crisp. They're bringing Jesse Crain to turn around Pennington, who's a much better hitter right-handed than left-handed.
Almost got it by him. Just tuning in, Sox. One in the 3rd, one in the 4th, one in the 6th. Oakland, one in the 4th, and one in the 6th. That ball hit hard. And makes the catch. Lillibridge stayed right with it. Looked for a second like that ball was going to be out of here. No, sir.
I think the wind batted that ball down because
it
looked like it was deep in the seats. Lillibridge goes back, times it, takes away a home run. Terrific play by Brent, seeing where he is. Up over the Harold Baines logo. Great catch, brings it back, saves the lead. And that'll be it for Johnny Danks as Jesse Crain will come in the game. And this is the hand.
Bridge saving a 2-run homer for Johnny Danks. Tell you one thing, Stone Point, they have got to find a way to get this guy in the lineup as much as possible.
Well, they don't know what spot particularly, but there's 3 outfield spots and he plays them all equally as well as the others, so might as well give a guy a little rest here, a little rest there, and keep his glove, his speed,
his bat,
and everything else that he's done this year in the lineup.
He's a different player. He's just a different player.
So Jesse Crain comes into this at 2-2, ERA 3.25 on for the 28th time. He inherits the tying run out at second base after a spectacular effort by Lillibridge. Johnny Danks still the pitcher of record.
So here is Pennington. He's 1 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt. Yes, he did. Well, Greg Walker took Lillibridge out to California. They worked on this winter his offense. And Greg said he is going to hit. He is definitely going to hit. And boy, he has done everything. That's trouble. No, it's not. There's Gordon. What a play by Lillibridge to save a 2-run homer, and the fans are just going to give him a standing O as he comes in from left field. Guess who's leading off here in the bottom of the 8th? As Devine, breaking ball, strike 1 to Lillibridge. Green is 0 for 2 with 2 walks, stolen base, and a run scored. And the count very quickly, 0-2.
Everything has to be perfect. If you get back to the spot, time your leap, his glove actually well over the fence. And a very happy John Danks, as you would expect.
Good eye right there, 2-2. Well, the big pitfall right there for an outfielder, 2 things when you're going back. Now, he had a little time because that ball was hit high. First thing, you don't want to get caught close where you get your shoulder stuck in the wall. And the next thing is when you jump, you don't want to get your glove stuck in the top of the wall. So that's fouled back. And you have to be aware of both those issues. Beautiful, beautiful, perfect timing on that play.
Not bad for a converted infield.
Well, I don't think he's going to see much of that.
All right.
Got him upstairs. So that'll bring up Alexei, who was 1 for 2 with a couple of walks. So Alexei walked in the first, singled in the third, into a big double play in the fourth, and he walked in the sixth. Takes ball one. You got to have Alexei or Quentin get on for Paulie. And that's going to be a souvenir.
Here's our Lincoln upcoming schedule. Watch the White Sox this week, brought to you by Lincoln. Tomorrow it's these Athletics. Then a day off Monday, and Tuesday and Wednesday we'll take on the Twinkies in Minneapolis. Our Lincoln upcoming schedule.
And there's a strike to run the count to 1-2. And for the A's in their half of the ninth, it's just like Abner designed it. Third, fourth, and fifth place hitters. 2-2. That's a can of corn. Two down, and here's Quentin. Hit into a double play in the first. He walked in the third, grounded to third in the fifth. And then in the sixth, hit a perfect double play ball. This has turned out to be the play of the game so far, outside of Lillibridge's catch. Had a man on first and third, with one out, hit a perfect double play ball back to Ziegler, who made a bad throw to second base. They did not turn it, and a run scored. Two and 0 the count. Three and 0.
Matt Thornton throwing in the bullpen. He threw the ball very well last night.
For 2 pitches.
2 pitches, 2 outs, and out of the inning.
Yeah. He'll be coming on. Matsui will be leading it off. That ball high, stretch. Nope. Wynn got it, knocked it down, and that'll retire the side. We'll go to the ninth. Matsui, Willingham, and Jackson.
Paulie's fifth inning base hit extended his hitting streak to 12. Johnny Danks was brilliant tonight. 7 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, only 2 walks, and he's a pitcher of record. Visit your local Honda dealer today to test drive the 2011 Honda Cross Tour, available with 4-wheel drive.
And also a reminder after the game, stay tuned for the 9 o'clock news with Jackie Bang, Jim Ramsey with weather, and Dave Innit with anything and everything from the world of sports that you want to hear. Dave Innit's got it for you. So here we go. Jesse Crane still on the bump. And here's Matsui. 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly.
Jesse does not have a save this year. They do have David DeJesus on the bench. He's a pretty good pinch hitter.
Good pitch, did not get it. The 2-0. Two good pitches and didn't get either one of them, says Ed Hickox.
Now Matsui will be taken down for a pinch runner, no doubt.
Let's look at the second pitch of this at bat.
No one had the strike zone, as did the first pitch, top of the strike zone. Neither were called.
So of the 4,
I think Ozzie is waiting for Ed Hickox to come to the mound. That one was off the plate.
Well, he was right half the time.
Yep. And David DeJesus comes on to pinch run for Matsui. He carries a tying run with him.
Oh, boy. That's brutal. Here's Willingham. 1 for 2. A walk, an RBI single, and the ground to the third. Doesn't take much. Doesn't take much.
Quick feet on the part of Jesse Crane. Amongst the best right-handed moves in baseball.
Finally, yay.
Williams only grounded into 2 double plays this year.
One and one to count. Big pitch coming up. Pops him up right side. Quentin's there, 1 out. So here's Connor Jackson. Twice he has gone out to Lillibridge and left. The other time he struck out. And that's up high.
Jackson's grounded into 6 double plays. That ties him for the club lead. Brent Morrell, playing a no doubles set, is right on the line and deep at third.
Outfield straight up, about equidistant. And playing at normal depth. And count 2-0. Jesus just a short lead.
Jesus really isn't a base stealer. He's got decent speed, but not that great first step acceleration of the great base stealers.
Got last night's hero, Scott Sizemore, on deck. There's one.
Ty Waller, the first base coach, looking over in the dugout and then saying something to DeJesus.
Hey, no. That's into center field. That's a can of corn. So he comes back from the 3-0 to Neil Jackson. If you missed that game last night, we had a 5-3 lead, 2 out, top of the ninth, 0-2 the count on Willingham. And we lost. This is the bases clearing double by Sizemore on a 1-0 fastball. But we lost that game. They scored 4 runs with nobody on, 2 out, 0-2 the count. So here we go. First pitch in this sequence, always big. Sizemore 0 for 3 tonight. $24,391, most of them on their feet. And that evens the count at 1. There he goes. And that pitch is fouled, and that's going to be in the seats. So Jesse on top in the count, 1-2. Now Ramon wants to go out. Have a little chit-chat. A little tee-to-teat. A little confab.
Telling him what he wants to do with this pitch. The 1-2 count.
There he goes again. He gone! And this ball game is over. So Jesse Crain comes on, nails it down for Johnny Danks with a little help from Brent Lillibridge. As the Sox take the third of this 4-game set, they win it 3-2, and Johnny Danks for the second time, Stone Pony, was just awesome.
Made that little adjustment on the mound. It's made all the difference in the world as he took it into the 8th inning, and Jesse Crain for his first save of the year. But it all would not be possible without the legs and the leather of Brent Lillibridge.
All right. Sox win it 3-2, and we'll be back.